That's a fact. You want to hold fast to your belief in Yeshua that Jesus is the Messiah? I'm telling you, he's at the door. We are at war. And so today we're going to take a little bit of time just to reflect upon the life of Charlie Kirk. And I want to begin by saying this. Charlie Kirk was not just one of the brightest lights in this nation. He was one of the brightest lights in the world. That's not hyperbole. That is not an exaggeration. You can look at the fruit. How do you judge a tree? You judge it by its fruit. This guy moved profoundly, not as a political activist. It's absurd to try to compartmentalize Charlie Kirk as some political activist. First, foremost, the beginning all the way to the end, he was a Bible-believing, fundamental believer that Jesus was Lord and Savior. That was the basis of his ministry, period. And I'm going to tell you, he is going to be missed. The world was a better place with him in it. And the way I want to really bring perspective to his life, and by no means, let me preface today's message. We're not going to do Charlie Kirk's life's work any justice today. But I want to give you enough so that you understand who he was and really what he stood for. And how we're going to do this, I'm going to show you various clips throughout today's message. And that's going to help you really get grounded. And seeing Charlie Kirk in action, to be able to see him going into the universities and loving on these kids and willing to dialogue with them and to talk to them and to hear their side, to hear their opinions, and then to respond with truth. How profound is that? Isn't that called evangelism? Is that not called the gospel? Well, the first one I want to share with you is this, and it really kind of encapsulates in a very succinct way Charlie Kirk.
Are you a Christian by any chance?
Very, very much so.
Like, why is that exactly?
Jesus saved my life. I'm a sinner, gave my life to Christ, most important decision I ever made.
So you believe the Bible is real?
Yes, I believe the Bible is true and real. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I could give you the technical answer. There's never been an archaeological discovery that has contradicted the truth of the Bible. And then, of course, the wisdom. There is not a truth of the Bible that if you apply to your life does not improve dramatically. And then finally, we have the most accurate and transparent, historically robust account that one can have of the most important figure ever to live in the history of the world, Jesus of Nazareth. And the resurrection is the pinpoint of my belief that Jesus did rise from the grave so that we may live.